Satellite can help us a lot in determining what was there in the past, and after digging through a little bit of old satellite data, I can confirm that sometime between 1998 and 2007 that there was a thriving area of fruit trees, an orchard, way down there. You see that area down there? Right by the massive line there? That area that I'm like circling? That was where there used to be some fruit trees, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And also, as an added bonus, you also get a tour of my garden. Also, today's a double daily upload day, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, now in the last garden tour I did, I believe like last week for the mid-August, I know it was a little bit late on that one, but I was a little bit too lazy to record. I talked a little bit about this tree over here. Now, after doing a little bit of research, it is not a chokecherry tree. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It actually has edible things. Looking at a little bit more data by using imagery that can help us out in determining which type of cherries we even have here, they're actually wild cherries. They do require a little bit of cooking if you want to have them actually like taste good, but they are edible, just not like the ones you get from the store. If you're wondering what this is actually a plum tree. Let me show you a little bit around the orchard real quick. Now, we did a little bit of cleaning up over here. There was a lot of car parts down here and a lot of other random stuff that I called relics a little while ago. It wasn't really relics. If you want a closer look at this plum tree, I don't know if you can see them, but they're right there. They actually taste pretty good. I actually had one of them. They will take a little bit to ripen up, but yeah, they are looking pretty nice. I'll get you a close look at one of them right there. If the camera doesn't pick up on it, then that's not my fault, that's the camera's fault. Down here, we actually do have a little bit more stuff over here. We used to have some cherry trees. I believe I don't know what that is. There's also some blackberries up there. I'll show you that if they're still there and the deer haven't yet gotten to them. I've actually had a couple this year. Back in 2020, there was a lot of blackberries, but this year they made a little bit of a comeback after a couple of years, and they're probably not going to be back until at least 2025 or 2026. Now, I'm not going to get... Now, you see, I'd love to show you the blackberries, but I just realized that there's a massive hornet nest up there, and I ain't going to go anywhere near that thing. Then they're not like the typical hornets that sting. They're bald-faced hornets, which means they bite, so that sucks. Alright, so passing through here, we actually have these weird bushes. Now, you might be wondering, like, ooh, what are these things, man? They look like weeds. You should go out there with the weed whacker. But trust me, these are actually grapes. You can't obviously smell them, but I can. And they're actually wild grapes, but they are capable of being turned into jelly. Anyways, let's get right into the garden. Now, I'm going to film the garden all in one clip, so if you realize there's no transitions, that's why. So, I'm actually going to start out with the strawberry patch for I think the second time this entire gardening season. I very commonly start out with this. We've done a little bit of work taking down some of these grass things, but they're a little bit too strong. And you can see how there are some things coming in on these things, but the stupid squirrels and stuff like that keep getting to them. Now, I'll show you the blueberries real quick, but it does require me to walk through all this stuff over here. Alright, so right over here are where the blueberries are. If you can't already tell, there's nothing here because birds. And we just go right into the garden, which this is actually the entire garden in 2020. If you don't know a little bit of context, I'm gonna walk through here, which takes us over to my gourd, zucchini, other stuff like that. We got like a 12-inch zucchini out of the garden, I'd say about the other day, last time we did a garden tour, which is like a week ago, so yeah. You can see how the gourds are starting to come in nicely. There's some pumpkins in there, small pumpkins. I haven't yet found any of the funny shaped ones yet, but I'll keep you in the loop. Harvesting season comes in just about a month, so I'm hoping we get some funny shaped ones like last year. But the way things are going right now, I don't see any funny shaped ones. They're all just the same plain ones. Now, we do have some zucchini coming in. There's a lot of flowers, and there's also a lot more other things over here. The eggplants, we have two varieties. We have the normal purple eggplants that you'd get from a store, and we have the white eggplants. I don't know the difference. I don't really eat eggplants. I know some people that do, which is why we grow them over here. And over here we have the former cucumber area, but nothing grows on the cucumber plants anymore because they die very quickly, especially in a summer like this. And we have cherry tomatoes, which I need to get to harvesting. Hopefully I can harvest them soon. And then I have these tomatoes over here, and I have one sunflower. And I'll tell you one thing, I didn't even plant any sunflowers. So I hear you asking, yo, how did you get that sunflower over here then? see all the bees are on that enjoying it. You can see the bumblebee there. I hear you asking, why did it get there? Well, the response is one word. It's one word. Chickens. I think that's 8 letters. Chickens. You got to blame them. They fertilize your soil and they give you free plants. Like last year they gave us the rogue tomatoes, and this year they give us a sunflower, or it's just possible sunflower tipped over, but it's more likely than not the chickpeas. And we have peppers, which refuse to grow any bigger, but these peppers are probably about to come into something a little bit bigger. Now I'm gonna go to the potatoes real quick, which will require a cut because I'm not walking all the way down there with the camera recording. Anyways, let's go right down there. All right, so the potatoes are starting to die back, which I guess is good. We already harvested 1 bag. I'm probably gonna get out with this wheelbarrow and a tractor, probably today, maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow after I'm done with school, and probably go out here and sort of harvest the potatoes and all that whatnot, and pre-film a video because I'm going on vacation in September, so it'll definitely be helpful because I'm gonna do 2 videos about every day in September. I'll be doing that every other month, just a little bit of an advisory for you guys that are subscribed. If you aren't though, be sure to click it. And let's close out the video. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and the like button. It helps me get some more engagement, which will make people just like you enjoy the video more. And also, be sure to click the video on screen right now. It's the garden tour from last week or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm out. Subscribe.